Hey everybody, welcome back to the Double Cleanse podcast, a podcast all about the beauty and influencer space. My name's James Welsh, content creator, skincare enthusiast, expert in a 90s magazine kind of way. Do you know what I mean?
Like you could talk about skincare and your favourite porridge.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm Robert Welsh, professional makeup artist and content creator.
Congratulations on everything
in
you've
an
done.
expert way. Thank you. And a 90s magazine way.
Yeah.
Special K diet kind of way.
Yeah, this is like when people say like, you know, influencers aren't experts. We're definitely not, depending on your expertise. But
Right.
I always like think of myself as like a beauty editor kind of thing.
That's a
Do you
good
know what
way
I
to
mean?
think about
like,
it.
I know who to ask in the industry and I can interview them and get a quote for them for a product kind of thing.
Yeah. For no fee.
Yeah, a magazine you'll find in the dentist kind of thing. I have talking points.
Go on.
I actually had to write a list of talking points because sometimes me and Robert get and we're like, what?
I have
do you wanna
nothing
talk
to say
about?
to you.
Yeah, and we've seen each other so much, so often recently. Oh, actually, speaking of magazines, this isn't all brands, but you know when magazine, just one. You know when magazines launch their kind of like best products and they give out awards?
Oh, like at the end of a year, it's like,
yeah.
pay
Or like,
to be in our awards.
yeah, and I don't mean Allure, but for example, Allure Best of Beauty Awards.
Do you not put yourself forward for an award?
I don't believe them.
I don't believe him either.
No, I think people are paying to be in there.
Wait, we could be. Don't fact check us on the Allure one. Don't fact check us.
I think there are, and again, not saying Allure. I mean, in general, I feel like there are so many friendships and connections that editors have with brands.
Yeah.
I don't believe they're not all sponsored or paid for.
Yeah, and it's like, how much stuff have you tried that like this is the best one you've tried? Because there's some things where the Beautiful and Bothered podcast, they go through some of these awards sometimes. It's like, how did this ever win this place ever?
Yeah.
And it's like, it either feels paid or it feels like, oh, maybe they put themselves forward for it. No one else did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why some awards, when people are like, I've won this award. And then I have to look at, did you pay to win this award? This is why you have to look into some of your aesthetic practitioners, because sometimes they pay for the awards, guys.
Yeah, definitely check those awards because also some of these awards
Pay
aren't
to play.
anything.
Pay to play.
Yeah, I can make it up an award.
As an award-winning content creator, I didn't pay for my awards. And I didn't put myself
You didn't
forward
even
for my
go.
award. I didn't go because I couldn't make it.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't think I would win either.
Were you not told that you were going to win beforehand?
Well, no, they asked me, because I couldn't make it, they asked me to record a video of me accepting the award. So I did. And then they just played that when I won. But then our management at the time was like, you didn't tell us you won. I was like, I didn't know. And I was like, but the video came up. I was like, yeah, but I thought that was just in case. They didn't tell me I had won.
Maybe they just get everyone to record, like RuPaul's Drag Race.
Everyone records an ending. Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I don't trust all of them. And I don't know. Allure, if you're out there, sorry, but I don't trust you.
I think they're one of the biggest. So for a lot of brands, it would pay to be in them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just me.
Yeah.
And also a lot of these products are like, oh, Elemis again. No, I love Elemis, but like it's the same shit.
Like, how is, with all the products that are coming out, with all the innovation that happens, how are the same products winning the same thing? Listen, Elemis cleansing balm is great, but it doesn't deserve an award every year. I don't even know if it gets an award every year, to be honest with you. I think I just made that up.
Yeah, you probably did. I think it's worthy of an award because it is a good staple. But then also saying that, I must say, I've seen a comment before that people like, this product's only just come out. How do they know?
Exactly.
They've probably been giving it like a month in advance, though, to be fair.
You know what ones I would prefer if like Boots did their own or Ulta, because it's like they're gathering the customer information of like reviews and what people have bought and then being like, this is who's won, this is what's happened. You know
like
what I mean?
Olive Young.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
do like yearly whatever awards. Speaking of lies, I have a fact or fiction for you.
So it's a lie.
No.
Okay.
For those who don't know, this is a game we play where we share something an influencer may or may not have done, and Robert has to guess, or the other person has to guess if it's fact or fiction.
That's right.
So I have a bit of a rewind for you today.
Okay.
2023.
Oh, I don't even remember it.
Coachella, where is Coachella? Los Angeles? Somewhere warm.
Nevada Desert.
Los Angeles, 2023.
2023.
An influencer has been invited to Coachella by Poosh, which is Kourtney Kardashian's like clean beauty website.
Is that still around?
Yeah. Oh yeah, her and Gwyneth
I thought they
Paltrow
were
were like.
jeans. I thought she made jeans.
That's the other one.
Okay, so ignore that, guys.
No, yeah. Not that. Ignore that, guys. An influencer has been invited to Coachella by Poosh, right?
Okay.
And you know what brands do? They have like a little pop up, and all the influencers go and they'll drink there and they'll
Exactly.
take pictures.
It's like their base for the day. Yeah.
Correct. So this influencer is only there for 2 days, right?
Okay.
And no one really knows. She's not vlogging or anything. And then on the final day, she posts a picture of her Coachella experience. Well, like a carousel on Instagram. And it's her in her Coachella outfits. One picture is against a white wall. The other one is in a car park. And the other one is just in a random bit of grass.
So not at Coachella.
Not at
all,
Coachella.
and not anywhere near the brand.
Nothing to do with the brand. She's like, thanks, Poosh, for an amazing Coachella, whatever. So everyone's getting starting to call her out for this. Not the brand. Like Poosh couldn't give a shit. They don't care. But all her comments are like, why are you thanking Poosh? Like this looks like it's got nothing to do with them. Like, why are you here? Are you even at Coachella? So people then started accusing her of not even being at this concert gig. Festival. So then she goes onto TikTok and does a get ready with me for the last day of Coachella in quotations.
Okay.
So she's trying to explain herself. She's like, hey guys, let's talk about this whilst I get ready. And she's doing her makeup. And she's like, I'm day 2 of 2 at Coachella. I didn't go yesterday and I'm not going today because why? I'm tired. I got too much anxiety. Like, I don't want to go.
Okay.
She's like, why should I have to go? Whatever. But she was like, but I really like my outfit. So I just want to take pictures.
I'm very confused.
Of my outfit.
Yeah.
Right. So then everyone starts calling her spoiled, like that she's not thankful.
It's kind of ungrateful.
There's no real finish to this really, other than the
Okay.
fact that people call her ungrateful. She's like, I'm not ungrateful. I just didn't want to go. Like, everyone's lovely on this, like all the other influencers,
Right.
but I'm just not feeling up for it. Fact or
Both
fiction?
days.
Both days. She never went.
Fact.
Fact.
That's a little bit crazy. Let me tell you for why.
Okay, go for it.
Someone else could have been on that trip. And if she knew, well, not if she knew, anxiety can kick in whenever. But like, if you're not going to go, don't go. But this is like us going on a brand trip and then staying in a hotel and being like, I don't fancy going on that part of the brand trip today.
True. But I do kind of get it though.
I get it in a way that like I don't want to go to a festival and I would never go
even
to
go.
a festival. I wouldn't
Yeah.
go in the first place.
Well, that's another thing is the comments were like, you literally use this brand to get flights out to there, then go off and do whatever you want kind of thing. So she's been accused of that too.
Well, yeah, it does kind of sound like that. I mean, whether or not that's like, oh, she shouldn't have done that. I mean, I personally wouldn't do that. I think that is a little bit rude.
Yeah,
it's just ill mannered.
Yeah.
Do
I would
we-
at least like, to make up for it, post some product pictures at least, but she was just in a nice outfit against a white wall.
At least go to the gates of Coachella and then turn around and go home.
Yeah, just do this in front of
Yeah,
Coachella.
or say to one of the people, can you get me some footage? And then spin around in a field of grass and then clip it into the someone else's footage.
Photoshop yourself into Coachella.
Yeah, green screen yourself in.
Yeah, I felt bad for her though also because like, I don't know, she seemed very confident and like absolutely fine, but she was like, I just can't bring myself to go. I was like, I kind of
get it.
you.
I do get it.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, someone else could have been there
Sha.
who would have appreciated that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's
course.
I think that's rude.
It's a bit
actually.
rude.
It's like going on a family holiday and staying in a hotel
Yeah, no, I get
that someone else has paid for.
No, I get that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have a product for me today that you've
Let
been
me look at
loving?
my totes.
Oh. Definitely not a tote. He doesn't know his bags at all. A lip product?
No, this is brow gel. And listen, I don't find brow gels very exciting because I have very thick, heavy brows. So like nothing holds it in place. I need to use wax or soap pretty much. But this is from Rare Beauty and it's their, oh my God, what's it called? Oh my God, it's going to have a name, isn't it? Flexible Lifting Gel Lifted Souffle. No,
That's a great name.
That is not what it says. Oh, that's French.
Oh.
Flexible Lifting Gel.
Is that
it's
it?
an eyebrow. I thought it was going to be like soft moment,
Yeah.
with their names. But I actually did. I posted it on my Instagram. But I did a wear test on our flight back from Korea. 19-hour journey. Do you know it's 19 hours
Was
we were
it?
on that journey for?
Oh,
yeah.
my Lord.
my brows didn't move at all. And usually
They weren't crusty either.
they weren't crusty, they weren't dusty. I slept with a sleeping mask. I rubbed my face on it. Completely solid, stuck to my head. Really, really, really good. And I thought Rare Beauty, it's going to be quite lightweight. It's going to be quite like...
Very natural.
Natural. It says flexible, so maybe you can remold it or remove it. But no, not at all. Stayed in place the whole time. And this is a black one, but the gels are almost like tinted. They don't look like heavy and thick. Go on.
I have a question. Why does it say flexible when your brows were literally glued to your face?
James, I don't know. Maybe the way you use it, it depends on the way you use it. But because I use quite a lot, because I'm like, nothing is ever going to work.
How is it to take off? Because when I've used eyebrow gels before, my eyebrows fall out.
Okay, so you do kind of have to hold like an oil against it and then gently wipe it away because it is on there.
Yeah.
Again, depending on how much you use. But yeah, you do have to be careful. You can't go scrubbing it off like, backwards and forwards. You do have to kind of melt it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
but
sense.
it's one of my favies. I never thought that I would like a brow gel in this form again. I thought for me, it's always going to be waxes. It's always going to be glues and stuff like that.
But that packaging is kind of weird for Rare Beauty, though. No, it feels a bit basic.
Why?
Because it's just a basic.
Well, I mean, I guess it is the plain flavor. The clear looks a bit more Rare Beauty. It's their color, but because this is a black one, I guess it does look a bit.
I just thought it'd have like. Oh, there it goes.
I'm not getting that.
No.
We'll get that later. I just dropped it. We'll get that tomorrow.
I thought it'd have like a nib at the top of it, like that little round thing they do.
Well, that's not on everything. That's just on their cheek products.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Don't underestimate their packaging.
No, I don't.
But yeah, no, I really like that. So there it is down there. If anyone wants to wants to see it.
Okay. Okay, so there is a trend going around at the moment, which, listen, I don't hate, and I really don't think it's that deep, but it's that 5 expensive things that I think are worth
Yeah,
it.
we can make anything as deep as we want.
Oh, we can talk, yeah, we can do whatever we want. Part of me is like, none of it's worth
Explain
it.
the
because-
trend.
So
I
the
just
trend
did it.
is
I just
saying-
clicked. I
Yeah,
went-
and okay, so... So the trend is, let me do one, for example.
Yeah, go on.
Right? 5 expensive things that I think are worth your money. 1, LED face mask. 2, I don't know, Charlotte Tilbury crystal fucking cream. 3, I don't know, something else.
So you don't know anything.
I don't know.
It's fine, yeah. And it's usually expensive things, right? It's usually like,
Yeah.
See, I've seen it the other way around too, like things that aren't worth your time. I think
they're both going at the same time.
Yeah, yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
both. But this gets me thinking. There are so many beauty trends that are influencers just being like, you need money to look good, or trends that are secretly more about wealth, if that makes sense. And I think of a lot of the trend, like this whole duping thing with Charlotte Tilbury at the moment has brought this conversation up as well. We're not talking about dupes today.
a lot of people are very confused about that whole conversation.
Just very quickly,
Well, she said a lot of influencers, especially the ones that kind of like idolize the brand, want to be on the PR. They meet Charlotte Tilbury and they're like, I can't believe I'm meeting you. They're very much like, guys, she's allowed to be angry about people duping her brand, which she absolutely is.
100%.
MCO literally fuck off. Like, like that's insane. The way they copy her brand is crazy. If I had a brand and someone was copying it exactly, I would be pissed off. You know what I mean? Agreed. No one's saying that nobody should like high-end brands. The issue was, she implied, and I got this from reading through people's comments, was that if you don't buy a certain product at a certain price point, you can't feel empowered and good about yourself. That's what a lot of people got from it. And it came across as a little bit ignorant, a little bit classist, a little bit, that's the general consensus. But people were doing this whole thing of like, you just hate luxury products. You don't like Charlotte Tilbury. You think dupes are good. Like, and it's like, no, it was just the attitude and the kind of like the suggestion, and probably it could have been said better. You know what I mean? And it's fine to say that you feel your brand makes people feel empowered. Absolutely. Makeup does different things for different people. But to say that that's the only way to feel empowered at that price point is factually incorrect. And that's what people are angry about. She's allowed to be angry too that people are copying her brand. Absolutely.
100%. I do think, though, there's this thing with luxury beauty in general that as far as performance goes, I think the whole thing with luxury is it is an experience. You buy the products, they're in very nice packaging.
Sometimes. Unless you're Dior.
Dior, fuck off. Charlotte Tilbury do great packaging. It's not to my taste, but their packaging is nice. It looks nice all together. It looks a little bit luxury. Jennifer, Robert's like, no.
That depends on your opinion.
Jennifer Lopez tried to do it.
She did.
Oh,
She
it looked
did.
like shit, didn't
It looked terrible.
That like brown gold.
Brown
with
gold,
clear
bronze.
plastic. Yeah. No, it wasn't that. It was like a muddy gold.
Muddy gold.
Like it was spray painted gold.
Yeah.
And then the experience is usually a bit nicer, like the way the product feels on your skin.
Yeah.
But then I don't think the performance is ever there. I think the luxury experience stops at the performative aspect of it. I don't think you're ever getting good quality more than drugstore.
There's never been a like fashion house luxury brand whose makeup products I've been blown away by. Dior, Gucci, the other one, someone else. Yeah, that one. Chanel. Like I've never been like, oh my God, holy shit. Like I don't understand. I always talk about my love-hate relationship with Dior. Like I absolutely cannot stand some of their products, but then I actually have one here for one of my favorites for this month of podcast. But I like some of their products. But at the same time, it's like, why does your packaging feel like I made it myself?
Well, yeah. Well, I saw somebody online who's like into fashion and stuff, and I didn't agree with them. They were like, these luxury companies make the makeup, socks, accessories for lower to middle class, were their exact words. This isn't for people who can afford actual luxury. Almost like it was like to try and like performative luxurious.
No, I disagree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
Yeah.
Like no one is shelling. Like how much was your Dior lip product?
Lip product.
Was it lip product?
Highlight.
Highlight,
I can't remember.
More than 30?
I think so.
See, that's not. I don't think.
But you know what? I look at some luxury products and I'm like, wait a minute. What foundation was I talking about the other week? I was like, this is a luxury foundation. And it actually wasn't that different in price to a lot. Foundations now range from £30 to £50 or dollars. Isn't that insane?
That's too much.
I remember when I used to work for Mac back in the day, I was like, how much is that foundation? £12.
Yeah.
Or I swear it was £9 at one point. We're talking way back in the day. Probably not. That's probably just me imagining it. But it's got out of hand and crazy. So like, it's not so much that they make it for, the regular class, or does that even, you know what I mean? I think it's that more people can afford it and more people have a little bit more disposable. No, that's not true.
They're prioritizing.
They're prioritizing different
income,
things where their money is going. You know what I mean?
What's it called? Where people spend money, their disposable income on things that they can't necessarily justify, like lipstick, Labubu. What's it called? They were all part of like.
I know what you mean. I can't remember the name of it though.
Recession indicator? Does that make sense to what I'm talking about? Recession indicator? Where it's like, so when people are like, people don't have disposable income, but there's something that people are.
They
I don't
kind
know.
And
we'll move on. But going off that, actually, I think a lot of things, these trends, kind of portray luxury, especially wellness, clean beauty, wellness as a whole. Is it all has to be effortless though, and I always feel like these companies and these brands, their whole thing is that like if you use our products, it's effortless beauty, but to get that you have to spend money. Do you know what I mean?
For sure. Okay,
that's always within their aesthetics.
Okay, are we going to talk about clean girl trend in this?
Let's do it.
Okay, that's what clean girl trend is.
Yeah.
You can be clean girl, and clean girl reminds me of Glossier's original advertising. It's like you can use our stuff, but if you have acne, if you have any kind of blemish, you're gonna go somewhere else. You better go somewhere else, because it's like, yeah, you can be clean girl, but at the same time, how do you get to that level? So you're going to use a skin tint, but your skin might not be, in quotes, good enough to not wear a foundation or not wear concealer. It's like maybe you have a facial, maybe you need the focus on looking after skin is a good thing, but brands and the social media kind of to make it a little bit more like, okay, this is another thing to invest into. And that's with LED light masks, which are good.
We do love them.
And you do have to spend money on those, because that's the thing. Like the good ones cost money. You can't go to Primark and buy the one for 20 quid.
You can't with 25 LED lights and whatever it is, Christmas lights in. And I hate to go back onto myself about the trend we were talking about at the beginning, but LED is where I would spend money.
Right.
And because otherwise you're just wasting your money.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's all those little things. It's like, And it's a lifestyle as well. I did a whole video about this on YouTube. There's a whole lifestyle about it. It's like, go and get your nails done, but they're done in a certain way. There's certain, it's everything. Every trend means you have to spend money. No, that's not true. Every trend that is a whole look means you have to spend money.
Well, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. That's what I mean. Yeah, not a whole look, a lifestyle.
So this is like, this effortless look is actually, unless you're born with it, like it's injectables, like little facials that you get done like once every 2 weeks or whatever that nobody even has to know about. Do you know what I keep getting a lot of comments about? It's like, I would love to know what other treatments you get done beyond doing skincare. It's
Nothing.
Like, I don't, because I don't like people. I had a hydrofacial maybe a year ago now was the last thing I had done.
I had one a while back.
Get filler.
I didn't like it, did you?
I enjoy it, but I think they're a bit of a scam.
I think they're a bit of a scam. I had it done and like, I was like, hydrofacial. To me, that means get the shit out my face. I'm going to be nice and moisturized. I was so dry.
Oh, really?
For the next like week, my skin was so dry. I was like, this was not worth my money at all.
I can't remember what it was, but somebody posted like an actual scientist about hydrofacial, why they think they're a scam.
I don't
and, like,
even know
apparently
what
the
that's.
gunk isn't actually your gunk. You know, they show you. So basically, for those who don't know, they blast water at your skin whilst also sucking up at the same time.
Yeah.
And those little water blasts are meant to kind of get everything out of your skin.
Almost like push everything out and into this tube.
Yeah, into this tube. But then at the end, they show you your gunk in this gunky water.
It's just little sea monkeys.
Yeah. Which is, of course, very interesting.
Yeah.
That is like...
It's like when you do a nose strip and you look at the nose strip and there's all your things are and it's like,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Just do that, God.
Yeah. Yeah, just, no, don't even do that. But because of all those comments, I'm like, wait, is this what people think everyone's getting done, or are influencers all getting facials?
I
on the
don't think I
weekend?
know an influencer that gets a facial every
Well,
weekend
I don't
or every
think
week.
I do.
Are you even allowed to get a facial every week?
Well, it could be something different. Like,
Yeah,
even if it's
true.
just like a nice routine, or
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Maybe we don't know because people aren't saying it.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
surely that's good content, no?
Well, not every week, no. Can you imagine? I'm here again.
But in general, though, as well, let's say you get like a few things done a month. Why would you not want to show that? As
Like, this is what I got done this month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess because then everyone will think you're lying about skincare or
Yeah,
makeup.
I guess.
But like, well, of course that looks good on you because you get this done.
Yeah, but you can't just have a facial every week and leave it to that and then do nothing else.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
There's like a... You have
And
to carry
honestly,
on.
I've never had a facial where afterwards I've been like, wow, my skin looks so good.
No, come out looking like shit.
You're like, shit. Like,
you can't
absolute
come out having
crap.
extractions done and not look like a sponge. And be like,
Yeah.
"My skin."
And like, yeah, you have to give it like at least a few days before you're going to get back on camera or into real life because your
Yeah.
face is red and
Yeah.
pushed and pressed and
Yeah.
everything.
So I think the clean girl aesthetic is pretty much like the richer you are, the more effortless you can look.
The clearer your skin
Unless,
looks.
yeah. Unless you're born with just this natural like aesthetic to kind of
Yeah.
like look naturally elegant, you know?
Yeah.
Not elegant. What?
Elegant, not elegant.
Not
That's
elegant.
another one of those. I hate it so much when they like put up people's nails and it's like elegant, not elegant, and like the elegant one is like a French fucking tip.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, fine, that's
Yeah.
fine, but like, why can't a long black nail be elegant?
It's just traditional versus non-traditional, I guess. And
it's plain versus flavored.
yeah,
you know
it's
what I
like
mean?
when, you know, like in men's style, they're like, this is what real men look like. And it's a man wearing a 3-piece fucking suit on like a weekday.
Yeah,
Like, at 11 a.m.
That's my goal. After over 60, I want to wear a suit every day.
Oh, you do? Elegant.
Elegant, not elegant.
Not elegant. Elegant, not elegant. Do you know what? This reminds me, I saw a TikTok the other day of, obviously there's a lot of K-beauty.
Yeah.
I follow a lot of Korean creators, and one of them said something with I don't know how true this is, or if it's just like a TikTok-y intro
Yeah.
kind of thing, hook. But she was like, what the West gets wrong about glass skin is it's not just good skincare. When Koreans see somebody with good skin, they know they have money to be able to afford treatments.
Oh.
So it's like a status symbol almost.
Is that true though? Or is that a
I don't know
generalization?
how true that's-
A lot of people do this where it's like all Koreans think that you're ugly.
Yeah,
And like all
yeah, yeah.
Koreans think this. And it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
do they though? Or is this just one person being
Also-
general?
Yeah. Also, like, we're talking over each other. Sorry, everyone. We said we weren't going to do it. Treatments in Korea are much more affordable.
Yes.
And that's like one thing people forget. Like, yes, K-beauty is incredible and it's so good. But going to the dermatologist costs a fraction of the price that it does across the rest of the world. It's
Right.
not to say that every Korean is going to the dermatologist and can afford to, but it's much more accessible. So that's another thing. I think the glass skin trend can be just about having good skin, because that's really what it's meant to be about. But what this Korean woman was saying is that, like, well, in Korea it's now about how many treatments can you get as a status symbol. I don't know how true that is, but I thought it was an interesting little anecdote. So
anecdote. Yeah, that's a good anecdote.
Do you know what trend really pisses me off? Well, no, it doesn't piss me off. That's an overstatement. I really don't care. But when people go to come with me to Korea to get 9 fucking facials in a day, 9 treatments in a day.
You know, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that anywhere.
But then also, don't you have to like have follow-up appointments with these? Like, how long are you in Korea for that you can have 9
treatments?
What are they
getting?
Oh, everything. Everything. They get that PDRN, the injectables, I don't know, things. I don't watch them.
No.
I don't want 9 things done to my face in quick succession.
That's a whole day.
And that's money. Yeah, that's a whole day.
That's a whole day, maybe 2 of doing things.
I was at this doctor's yesterday. I'm not sick, don't worry. I got floppy ears or something. And he was like to me, I'm on this medication for a sinus thing. And he was like, what we'd ideally like to do is get you back to run some more tests if this keeps happening. I was like, okay. It's like, it's going to take 3 hours. I went, oh... I was like, 3 hours.
When?
He was like, yeah, it was like, it'll be like around 12 o'clock on this day we're looking at. I was like, 12.
That's the middle of
That's
my
the middle
day.
of the day. I can't do anything in the morning, can't do anything in the evening. But I was like, 3 hours. Imagine then.
What's it going to make you do? Like walk on a straight line?
I think it's like blood tests and more hearing tests and stuff. But now imagine 9. That was 6 things in 3 hours. So 9 full-on treatments.
I guess all you have
That's
to do is lay down.
Fucking day.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be long. Time is money. Time is money.
That's exhausting, everyone. 9 treatments.
I agree with my time is money thing, so I can move on.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, thank you. Going back to our subject of today's video. Time is money. Okay. This is what annoys me about clean beauty as well. Is obviously I would talk about clean beauty and how it's bullshit, the science, of course, but it's also very classist and elitist.
So right, everyone acts like clean beauty is better for everyone. Like, sorry, in quotes again, clean beauty. If we got rid of all this, everything will be fine. Have you seen how fucking expensive this fake clean beauty shit is?
This is all it is.
It's just another thing of people being like, oh, I can, afford to do better. I'm gonna go clean. It's like, no, you're just, honey. No.
This is why all celebrities believe in all this clean beauty bullshit, because they can afford to. They can afford to piss about with products that may or may not work, or have mold in their products after 3 months and could throw it away, buy some new shit. But like what people forget as well, and also people saying like when they talk shit about drugstore, some people can only go to drugstore. Do you know what I mean? Some people only want to go to drugstore.
Drugstore's fucking fine. Yeah. Like everyone acts like it's the olden days where like you would open up and it's full of asbestos and fucking rat piss. Yeah, exactly. And it's like drugstore makeup. So back in the day, you couldn't invest in if you're a drugstore brand, you couldn't invest in your makeup too much. There was no guarantee that everything was going to sell. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't put out a bright orange lipstick and assume it would sell, unless it was like the 60s or 70s. But, like we're talking 90s, 2000s, you would have to very much stick to the trends. Everyone was doing the same thing. You couldn't really take risks. We weren't in a time where people were experimenting with makeup. Makeup wasn't a big deal like it is now. So brands now can invest more stuff into their products because they know that people are actually going to buy it. Like a drugstore brand like NYX can bring out a blue lip gloss and people will buy it. Imagine that happening in like 1990. Oh, actually, maybe people would have bought that in 1996. Or a black lip gloss. You know what I mean? Like a weird product that people will be like, okay, the brands know people are going to go out and buy it. So they can invest more in their products because they're not going to lose as much money.
But also, everything in drugstore is owned by a huge conglomerate who has money. Billions to make all these products and invest in. They have their own labs. They have their own research people. So these products are going to be good.
It's not Lorraine in her kitchen.
No, it's not. I think people think because it's cheap, it must be full of tat. So I was making it in their kitchen and adding God knows what into it.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that really annoys me is like, drugstore is somehow linked to Big Pharma, and Big Pharma want to kill you, and they're poisoning you for your skincare.
Imagine buy our products, and then when they kill you, we want you to buy it again.
Yeah.
Or when it ruins your skin, we hope you buy it again.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, brands are greedy and they want your money, but they're going to do that by keeping you as a customer and making good shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
I never understand that thinking.
Oh yeah, and that's the narrative that comes from these clean things. It's like everyone's been lying to you. Everyone's been trying to put SPF in your bloodstream. So now do clean beauty because everyone else is trying to kill you.
Yeah.
They go into like the drugstore and point at a product, go, see all these nasties?
And they set them on fire, and it's like, see? It's like, what are you trying to prove?
They step on it. See, it flattens when I step on it. See, it's completely ruined. It's like, yeah, well, that's just what happens. Like, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
These like it's fear mongering. It's like, yeah, of course it's going to set on fire. Of course, if you hold it in the sun, it might change formula. Or if you leave it out on the side for a week, of course it's going to like change formula, whatever. Yeah, it's yeah.
Going back to dupes, this is going so off topic. No, not off topic. It's very on topic. Circle back to the beginning. Going back to about dupes. Do you almost think that a lot? You know, you were saying how people were like, you just don't like luxury, blah 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 blah.
Over. I feel like I'm like,
No.
Okay.
No, you're fine. Do you think that there are some people who can afford these things that are almost in a way like, we don't want the poors having what we have? Like, why should you? This is a sign of my wealth, and why should you? Do you know what I mean?
I think there's people that are like that. I don't know why, because it's just things and stuff.
Yeah.
This is something that bothers me a little bit, because sometimes you'll see online, it's like people, so say someone, people don't like people to have nice things when they're trying to save for something, when they don't have nice, like a lot of money. So for example, when I used to work in beauty retail, I would have customers who would at the till point, when I give them the price of their makeup, just their foundation, they would stand there for about a few seconds. They'll get their phone out. They'll get their calculator out. And I'm like, is everything okay? And this has happened quite a few times. I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to eat this week or if I need my foundation. And I'm like, and they'll take their foundation.
Yeah.
You can have nice things. People want nice things no matter who they are, no matter how much money they have. There's a certain, not gratification, that's the wrong word. Feeling you get from having nice things that still feels a an emptiness, or a spot within you, like eating does, or like being financially stable. It's nice to have nice things, no matter who you are, and everyone deserves nice things, no matter who they are. It's like when you try to save for a house, and then your parents are like, but you're still subscribed to Netflix. You know what I mean? It's like,
that £5
kind
a
of
month.
right, exactly. It kind of outweighs each other. So it's like, I think there is a lot of that thing of like, you don't deserve nice things if you are in this position, if you are this kind of person, if you don't have this, or if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that really pisses me off.
That's what I think is like, because we used to do that. We used to buy a load of shit when we were making not that much.
I don't know how I ordered food every night when I had absolutely no money.
I was on below minimum wage.
Yeah.
When we first moved to London, rent was extortionate. I had a gym membership. We were going out
what the
every
fuck is
night.
that? Yeah.
How the fuck did we?
Yeah.
Again, probably eating hummus and pasta.
I was going to say, doing all this stuff and there's like £1 pasta pack from Lidl. And it's like, I'll just have plain pasta for the week.
All week.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
But we didn't care because we had things.
We had things and stuff. Exactly. And I think it just depends on who you
There's
are.
probably
right?
conversation there about consumerism and whatever.
Right.
We like stuff.
Listen. Go consumerism. No,
we've done that before.
Go big consumerism.
Go big pharma. But I get what you mean. That's what we're saying about these recession indicators, is that like sometimes like when you do feel like absolute shit, it is nice to have that one thing that brings you a little bit of joy. Should you buy it? Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Do you know what annoys me? And this shouldn't annoy me at all. Is when I see an influencer who is like, I found this in the drugstore. It's only this much money. And then they compare it to other things. And then the next video, they're like, opening my first Birkin. And it's like, are you like... I think there's a difference between reviewing drugstore for your audience, because people want to know what's in the drugstore and what's affordable and accessible, versus pretending you can't afford something for the views. Do you know what I mean? And then in the next clip, you're doing your luxury
I'm just like you
haul.
and me. I'm just like you and me.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I also feel like a lot of influencers, though, and I think that's partly because like a lot of influencers have forgotten what is normal.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
Is that what you're going to say? Okay.
Yeah, but I do think at some point you know the value of money, right? Well, you should understand that this is expensive, this isn't expensive. Like you remember.
Yeah.
You remember money, right? Yeah. You remember what it was like.
I think. Should we finish on a question?
Yeah, let's finish on a question.
I think
How old are you?
How old are you, and how old is your mum? I think the overall question is: are people trying to look after themselves, or are people just trying to look rich?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, are these trends really about just looking clean girl? Are like looking like you're well, or is it really about? No, that's a shit question.
Are you trying to look like Hailey Bieber?
Yeah, but she's clean girl and rich.
That's what I mean. That's where it comes from.
I wonder how much of like this is what I want to... let me know what you think the question is in the comments. I feel like a lot of these trends are all about like, this is how you're going to look like you can afford a load of shit. Or like...
Old money, clean girl.
Old money, clean girl.
This.
All these expensive trends have come back.
Like when you look at me, do you think I have a horse? Like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, like how high do you think my ponytail is?
Exactly. My sister's called Lottie.
Yeah. Do you own a 3-piece suit in the middle of the day?
Do you?
Yeah. Actually, when I was at this place yesterday, I saw who I presume was a couple get into their car, a man and a woman, very typical older millennial. She was clean girl. He obviously follows a lot of like men on blogs who still have blogs. You know, they probably went to Ascot. Do you know what I mean? They were very, very typically that.
Yeah.
And the moment I saw them, I was like, I know exactly what products you use. I know who you follow.
That man's got Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but limited edition, collector's
Limited
edition.
Yeah.
I don't know why I mentioned that either.
Weird. I don't know what's wrong with us today. Well, I actually do.
I think we made some really good points today, and I think everything we said was right and factual. And I
Clip
don't think
everything we said.
Question anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, let us know what you think. Are these beauty trends too expensive nowadays? Do you even care? I feel like there's a certain person who follows trends and certain people who just do whatever the fuck they want.
And do you think everything is recreatable with drugstore and luxury?
Yeah, I think so. Please like, subscribe, follow Hype if you're on YouTube. That's a thing now.
That's a thing.
And hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye.